KCAA 1050. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled hour of everything a motorhead ever loved or lived. Gotcha Racing with Joe Britt. Welcome to Gotcha Racing. This is Joe Britt. Hey, welcome race fans and welcome Gotcha Racing TV and Gotcha Racing Live to our great broadcast that we do every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. On three different stations, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and the old favorite 1050 AM on your AM dial. Hey, folks, my name is Joe Britt, coming to you live and direct from Studio B in Rialto, California. So how we do it, we bring you the news, we bring you the current information, we bring you do-it-yourself projects right to you, up and personal. Loud and clear and strong from the desert to the sea. And we do this by way of, in our studio, Studio B, we Skype everything over to HQ, which is KCAA Radio, and which is an NBC affiliate. And what they do, they split the signal up to three stations, okay, simultaneously. So you'd have to be under a freaking rock not to hear me, or you just don't want to tune in and you will miss out. I tell you, you will miss out. And so what happens on that, after you see the visual, a lot of you guys are able to get on your cell phones, your smartphones, your internet, your dumb phones, and watch this great visual show right to you, into your eyeballs and go into your brain and go into your ears. You can watch us direct, and we stream into 190 countries worldwide on this blue dot. So I want to thank KCAA for having the courage to go ahead and put all this stuff in effect. They're my partners, okay? So we're good enough, and let's continue with our show. Hey, I come to you a humble man that is a reflection of God's grace and greatness. A humble man that is standing on shoulders, not go shoulders like this, of ancestors. Hello, America. Look alive, California. Wake up, San Bernardino. Stand up and be counted, Inland Empire, for this is your host, Joe Britt, coming to you loud, clear, strong, from the desert to the sea, broadcasting on the powerful KCAA radio by way of Studio B in Rialto. The weather today is absolutely cool. It's absolutely cool. Maybe it could be that way because of the weekend of tomorrow, Easter Day. I tell you, I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was Easter until yesterday, Easter weekend, and I'm wondering. I mean, even though I saw the little stuff on TV, which I don't watch TV that much, watch a lot of cable, a lot of movies and whatnot. But nevertheless, I forgot. It almost passed by me, but nevertheless, not great weekend, not a bad weekend for Easter. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Great, we have a great day today. We got some callers calling in. We have some interesting audio I want to share with you. I'm going to show you some, if I can get to it. I'm changing an airbag on a Range Rover L322. So HSE, it's one of my own personal vehicles. One of my airbags went out. I replaced it. And then the other airbag said, hey, I'm jealous. I'm going out too. So I bought two of them. And I will show you, maybe not today, but I will show you what I'm taking down today, meaning I got to take the whole driver's side suspension down. That's from the shock, the strut, and all the way down, and then take off the airbag, put my what do you call it? Put on my mechanism, meaning put on the rubbers back in it, make sure the seals are correct and strong in the right place, and then inflate it. Well, then put it back on the vehicle, then inflate it, and we go from there. So that's. Give you guys a show about that, how that works. My Jeep that I was working on, guess what? We are done with it. We are done with it. Let me put this over here. Okay, and we're moving right. Oh, let me get this back. We're moving right along. For those of you who want to call in to our show, the number is 909-792-5222. 909-792-5222. Can you guys can you feel the energy in me right now? For the past month, this doggone flu had me wrapped around its tiny little ugly fingers, and I tell you, I'm still yakking up stuff, but nevertheless, I got energy, and I'm able to communicate with you. So I'm working on, I should say, I'm working on 7.5 cylinders. If it's a V8, I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. All right, we got some MPMC news, media stuff for you today, and I'm gonna put on one of my own favorites. Okay, I interviewed Barry Maguire. Now, you guys, you might not know who Barry. Everybody knows who Barry Maguire is. It's the wax guy, the guy that has Maguire's products, Maguire's waxing, Maguire's polishing. The Maguire family, has been doing this hustle for a long time. Excuse me. So I got him at SEMA, and normally Barry, what he does, he has the mic, okay, and he interviews people. Well, doggone it, I was able to get him in a rare form right before he went live on his television show, Car Crazy. And matter of fact, they had to stop what they were doing, delay the start of the show because he was talking to me. Now, Joe, how can you have that much clout? Well, years earlier in Pebble Beach, California, our company, Gotcha Racing TV, were one of the sponsors for Concourse d'Elegance Italiano, and this show is only on Fridays. It's a wine and cheese crowd. You'll find Bugattis, you'll find Ferraris, you'll find $1 million vehicles that are sitting on the green in Pebble Beach, California, meaning a golf course, and it's only I should say it's only for the rich, because only the rich can take off and pay that high price to come in and view these high price cars. So nevertheless, we were one of the sponsors there, and I got Barry. Got him, and he was trying to interview me. I was trying to interview him, but I got him. But nevertheless, that's how we built a relationship. Whenever we see each other at SEMA, he always says, "Hey, Joe, how you doing?" I say, "Hey, Barry, how you doing?" That $1 million smile that he has. But I got him in rare form. I got him good at the SEMA about 4 years ago. And since this is Easter kind of weekend, it's going to show you how great of a personality this guy is, okay? And we're going to run that later in the show. Carlos, my engineer at HQ, is going to set that up for us. And we'll probably have the Road Warrior Chris come in and give us information about what's going on in the motorcycle industry, and then we'll see who else calls in. We'll just go from there. We're just going to have a great day. I got you. So I got you by the cojones for at least an hour. But let me break something down to you, okay? Since this is the weekend for families and whatnot because of Easter. Listen, for decades, I have been saying that there's only one race of people on this planet. Okay, hear me, guys. And that race of people, we're all humanoids. Okay, so let's cut the humanoid out. Let's just say we're humans. One race of humans on this blue dot of ours, regardless of your skin complexion, regardless of your hair, regardless of your nose, regardless of your lips, may they be thin or may they be full or may they be real super large, regardless of anything visually you see in a person. Now, if someone has, 13, 14 toes and the whole family has 13, 14 toes, and let's say their blood, which is we call red, is orange, and it comes out orange, and they can only deal with their clan of 13, 14 toes and orange blood, then that would be considered a different race. All right. But as long as you have the same DNA that most of us on this blue dot have, all of us on this blue dot are humanoids. You have red corpuscles in your blood, and people say, "Well, can you can intermix?" Well, yeah, we're all humans, man. So yeah, you can get the blackest black rascal out of Africa, or you can get the pastiest white person out of Europe. We're still part of the human experience. Okay. Excuse me. Don't get it twisted. Don't think you're far superior than the next person. You're not. Just because you have X amount of dollars, just because your parents or your grandfather or your great grandfather was able to maneuver himself or herself into getting into that line of money, and that you are fortunate now to be a recipient of that money, doesn't make you any better than anyone else. Now, since we are in the racing industry and we love to perform and we love to race and we love to go fast, all that is not based on your color of your skin. It's not based on your family. It's based on your knowledge in your head. What can I put together under my hood that will kick your butt? Okay? That's what it's all about in racing. You know, when I go to the NHRA, for instance, we were there at the Winter Nationals, I love going into the pits. You will see a handful of guys putting together a 10,000 or 11,000 horsepower motor in less than 15 minutes. They know exactly what to put on. They know exactly what they're striving for, right? The big pistons, big blowers, gas that would burn you up if you looked at it hard, you know, the fuel. So all these guys, everything works in conjunction to go faster than the next guy, which is totally cool. I love the pits because you see all the interaction and you see the guys working. So what I'm saying to you, listen, on this show, I promote people, okay? On this show, I promote cars. I promote speed. I'm not into this this bigotry. I don't. You know what? Because we're all the same people. No, most of the stuff was broken down so the guy on top could sit and drink his mint tulips, and the guy on the bottom can get in the fields and work his ass off. But nevertheless, and that's what it was set up for. You know, the hierarchy. But hey, we're racers, man. We're racers. We're auto enthusiasts, and that's what I'm bringing to you. I interview everybody. Everybody. I don't give a darn who you are. If you got a story to tell, and you've created some kind of Frankenstein design in your motor that will make you go faster, either on your motorcycle or on your bike or even on your speedboat, I want to interview you. I want to bring that information to the listenership or the viewership of Gotcha Racing TV and Gotcha Racing Live. Because, God dog it, you want to know? Let me bring it to you. So, if any one of you guys out there have a great story to tell about what you've done in your vehicle, or you got photos of your vehicle, go to our website, gotcharacing.com, and send us your photo. Hey, models out there, if you want to go ahead and show us your stuff as a model-wise, this is what you do. Go to our website. We have one gentleman that I'm going to try to get in contact with for our next week's show. He submitted a Mustang to us. I'm not going to tell you any names, but the car is silver. And I will reach out to you, buddy, if you're listening. And I want you to be on my show because I am a Mustang enthusiast, right? But I'm a hot rod enthusiast also. So if you got a kick-butt Dodge, you got Ford, you got Chrysler, you got something that goes fast and look completely cool, go to a website and put it in. Go to a website and put that information in, and, you know, God dog it, let's go from there, okay? I am really happy to be here and working on 7.5 cylinders. I feel really enthusiastic about the program. We're going viral. Yes, we are. We're doing a lot of things at Gotcha Racing TV, Gotcha Racing Live. Hey, let me put this out. Last night, I'm traveling on this is in the Southern California area, okay? I'm traveling on the 210. I'm going eastbound on the 210, meaning that I just left Rancho Cucamonga, had a bite to eat out there, my wife and I, and we're traveling east on the 210, right? There was a group of Mustangs, and these Mustangs range from, I would say, 17, meaning 017 to probably 10, meaning 2010. And these guys were lowered, fat tires, and this was about 10:30 in the evening. Man, I don't know where they were going, but they were hauling ass to get in there, right? And the leader of the pack, he shut his lights off and just ran his front fog lights. And well, you know how they didn't wreck or anything, and they didn't go through traffic like banjis. They were just hauling ass. And I was wondering where they were going, if there was a meet last night, and they were going eastbound, okay? And I had to get off on the Riverside on the 210, so I don't know where they disappeared to. And I'm not going to follow them all night because I don't know where they're going. But if you guys out there are doing any night runs, canyon runs somewhere, and I'm wondering where could you do canyon runs east of the 15? I don't know. And I'm curious to know whether or not you guys were at a track, not a track, but a function last night with a bunch of Mustangs that were lowered and the fat tires. And you look good. Let me tell you guys, you look good, you know? And I like to know who you are. I like to know where you are and when you're going to be at so I can come and interview you cats. Now, that number to call into the studio, let's see if I can get this right, is this right here, guys. You see that? All right. So it's 909-792-5222. 909-792-5222. And that goes for all you other guys, too, that really have some cool stuff to bring to the table. Let me get it. Let me get it and bring it to the table, okay? All right. So, 11:22. Man, we're cooking right along. Hey, guys, let's go to a quick break, okay? And when we come back, we'll have Chris, the Road Warrior, on tap. And let's see what he has to say for the motorcycle industry. Hey, folks, this is Joe Britt coming to you live and direct. 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, and 1050 on your AM dial. Check us out. We'll be right back.
Sie hören jetzt Gotcha Racing live mit Ihrem Gastgeber Joe Britt.
Oh no!
Don't worry about a thing, pretty lady. You're in good hands with J&K Auto Body Paint and Repair. J&K Auto Body has been serving the Rialto area for years and are considered to be one of the oldest and the best auto body shops in town. The right people with the right tools and the right experience that can give you the service and the quality that you expect. 24 hours, 7-day-a-week towing is available. That's J&K Auto Body, 241 South Palm Avenue, Rialto, California, across the street from the Metrolink station. Call us at 909-875-0400, 909-875-0400. That's 909-875-0400.
U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is loaded with 15 acres of used, salvaged, and rebuilt parts for your car or truck. Sure, you could go to any wrecking yard, but U&I has what it takes. Expertise, high-quality products, and the finest customer service you'll receive anywhere. U&I makes custom drive shafts, furnishes full warranties on all their parts, and keeps up on industry changes. Call 909-888-6841. You'll be impressed by the fast and friendly response from the U&I skilled staff. You can also go to the Contact Us page and request a part. U&I hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till 3. U&I Auto Truck Parts and Wrecking is located at 1435 West Rialto Avenue in San Bernardino. Check out the U&I webpage at the letter U, the letter I, autoparts.com, or call 909-888-6841. 909-888-6841.
شما در حال گوش دادن به برنامه گاچن ریسینگ هستی با صدای جو برید.
All right, we're back in the saddle, and we are firing on getting close to 8 cylinders now, so we're kind of happy about that. You know, for the past month or so, I've been kind of under the weather, but I still brought it to you, sweating like a dog and yakking out stuff. But I'm still, hey, I'm firing on almost 8 cylinders now. We're cooking with gas, as the old folks would say. Child, you're cooking with gas. Yes, we are. All right. So, folks, we have. Uh, now I want to put an open for the Road Warrior, and we're working on it. And I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was doing engineering work for the station, and one of the generators went off in the mountains, and I had to go and get it back and kick everything back in gear. So that's what I was doing yesterday, and I got home kind of late and tired, so I didn't get a chance to do that great opening. But Chris is coming. Hey, I got Chris, the Road Warrior, on the line, and he is a motorcycle enthusiast for our motorcycle community here on Gotcha Racing Live, Gotcha Racing TV. Buddy, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, Joe. How are you doing today?
You know what, dude? Better than last week. That's for doggone sure. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't know. I'm just how they would say. I'm just bubbling over with enthusiasm. What you got for us today, man?
Hey, cool. That's enthusiasm is a good thing. It's a good thing. Well, you've been talking about speed and going fast here today, and that's all well and good. But you know what? You need to be able to brake. You need to be able to stop, slow down, and grab control once in a while. So that's what we're gonna throw out there today. Hey, here's a question for you, Joe. How many brakes on a motorcycle?
How many brakes? There's two. Well, actually, there's 1, 2, 3. On most cases, it could be 4. It could have a double in the front and a double in the back. So, in most cases, I would say 3. For the older bikes, it was 1 in the front, and for the old bikes, and disc brakes and drum brakes in the back. And then they were updated to 1 and 1. 1 disc brake in the front, 1 disc brake in the back. With the technology and the new style of braking and the engineering, now there's 2 in the front and there's 1 in the back. In some cases, could be 2.
Well, you know what? That is exactly the engineering answer I would have expected from you. And it's very accurate and very technologically correct. I'm impressed. But I'm thinking of braking in general. So most people think of hey, we got a front brake and a back brake, and there's actually the engine, the third brake.
Oh, you smart rascal! Okay,
yeah,
I got you.
You got now. Okay. Braking techniques here, folks. So you have your front and you have your back. And for most of you guys who learned to ride like I did off-road, you discover the front brake very quickly and very harshly when you grab a handful of it and it puts you on your face. And then you go, I'm never going to use that again. Well, now you want to use that one, of course. And in on-road, on the asphalt, that's actually on your primary brake. Like a car, your front one, you have a little more pressure to. But do not forget, in reality, we have about 6 methods of braking and slowing down. Let me explain a couple of these. Of course, the obvious front and rear. Your engine, very important. Downshifting to get control. Keeping it in a, let's call it a moderate gear for the conditions. So you don't want to be in top gear at a slow speed to where when you roll off the throttle, you just keep on going like having an overdrive. There is no compression going back to the motor, allowing you to slow down and grab control. The off-roaders know this very well, particularly the racers. They do a technique that us old schoolers call keeping it on the pipe. That is, you have power right at hand, crack the throttle, you've got power to lift front wheel, gain control, get quick speed, and at the same time you roll off the throttle, you have engine braking, compression. So that helps you maintain control, both wanting to go a little faster, wanting to brake. So you keeping in that moderate gearing range where you've got relative control. This is also helpful on road. You come across hazards that just pop up out of nowhere. First thing you're going to do is roll off the gas before you can even get to your brakes, and you're immediately starting to slow down. So that's the engine brake. You want to always keep that in mind. Some of the older motorcycles, two-strokers in particular, put on a compression release. You can throw the compression release, did the same thing. It helps slow you down using the engine. Another braking or slowing technique is your body, using wind resistance. You'll see this with the road racers. It works in desert riding. It works on just regular street riding. You see something coming up that you might want to start slowing down for, might want to use a little engine brake. Sit up tall in the saddle. Use the wind to hit your body. That'll slow you down as well. Throw a leg out as far as maybe swing a knee a little bit. Get yourself big, and use air resistance. That'll help slow you down a little bit as well. Do that in numerous things. If you have a smaller machine, it's a big impact. If you're up in the mountains, coming up to a curve, sit up tall for a moment. It helps slow you down. Use the engine, helps slow you down. You get on the brakes too much, especially in the mountains and such, you might find yourself in trouble, catching some loose sand, a little gravel, what have you. This will help you maintain wheel control. Okay. Another technique is scrubbing off speed. And this is not one you want to necessarily practice much around traffic, but it does help. It also helps off-road as well. Use the train. Swing back and forth a little bit, especially if you're in sand. Do a little S, little snaking back and forth off the throttle. That'll scrub some speed off using friction of the ground. Another one using terrain is using hills, grass, things of that nature. If you're on a trail and you need to slow down a little bit, maybe your brakes aren't working all that great, or you're in a situation where you're using engine braking, but it's not quite enough, get off into the softer dirt, maybe some grass, maybe turn up a hill slightly. Use the elevation changes. Go up towards a hill. I've used that one before to get out of trouble. I was flying along the desert and had to make an evasive, but couldn't slow down fast enough. I was just going too fast for brakes, and I actually was able to use the uphill of the terrain to slow me down and regain control. So these are your 6 braking techniques, 6 methods that you can use to maintain control off-road, on-road, wherever. Practice them a couple of times. They'll become second nature in no time, and it'll increase your control, which increases your confidence, and that increases the enjoyment of the ride.
So, folks out there, you can use these 6 practices to slowing your bike down before you hit that wall. Kaboom. We don't want to hit that wall. So practice all these different methods and see what they can do for you, and believe me, and try not to hit the wall while you're doing it. Now, I have to also say this. Everything we say here is for entertainment purposes, okay? And nevertheless, this Chris has been a road warrior and a bike enthusiast for going on 40 years. Yeah, I'm saying how old you are, man. But I got you. I got you. I'm older than you are. So don't feel like the Lone Ranger, okay? Okay. But you know what? I appreciate you calling here on Easter weekend and giving the motorcycle community tidbits of information of what's in your mind. And you have been a great correspondent for Gotcha Racing Live and Gotcha Racing TV for the past going on 3 years now. So thank you very much, and thank you for calling in on Easter weekend, man. Enjoy your weekend, dude. Enjoy the weather, and if you get out there and do your biking, happy trails, brother.
Thank you very much, and you be careful out there as well, and have a good day, man. Have a good weekend, and happy Easter, everybody.
Thank you, man. Take care of yourself. All right, so we're back in the saddle, just listening to Chris and giving 6 tips on how to brake your motorcycle. I want to show you something before we go into our next set. Carlos, set up McGuire, but I want to show the folks this. And what it is, it's the car that that's at AAA Auto Club Speedway. Let's see if I can put this on. There we go. Isn't that a beauty? Isn't that a beauty? Let's see if I can get this rascal to work. Look at that. Look at that. Now, these pictures I took of that Woody. And you know who drives this? The president of the track, which is Dave Allen. So in every event that's real cool, you'll see this Woody. All right? Now, you guys out there in the listening audience, in the viewing audience, when you take pictures of your car, I want to see everything. I want to see the side. I want to see the back side. I want to see the front side. I want to see the front directly. And then I want to see some of your engine parts, okay? I'm not asking you to give away the whole cookie jar, but if you can visually see how we're doing right now, that's what I would like to show of your particular vehicle, okay? This is a Woody that I believe it was put together in Las Vegas. My buddy Joe Ellis did all the electrical work, and you know that guy is he's Mr. Frankenstein when it comes down to wiring. Now inside this Woody, all the wiring what has Joe Ellis on the wire, so you can't say that he did not have some type of influence in that particular vehicle. All right, so without further ado, Carlos, if you can put on McGuire Berry and let that roll. Since it's being a Easter weekend, we can go from there. Testing, 1, 2. Numbers look good. Hey, race fans, you wouldn't believe who I got here. You wouldn't believe in a million years. You know, this is Joe Britt coming live from SEMA, and we're at the Car Crazy. Well, you know what? This young man, and I do say young man.
Thank you. There
with the $1 million smile.
You just won my heart. All right, you own me now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, I have Mr. Famous Barry McGuire.
Oh my, yeah.
You know, the last time we had Barry in front of a mic was in Pebble Beach about 7 years ago at Concourse d'Elegance.
Yeah, time seems like yesterday.
Hey, but you never age, man. What do you eat, dude?
Oh, well, you're kind. But God has given me a good life and good health, and every day, every morning I wake up, I'm still standing. And I say, thank you, God, for giving me another day, and I'll try to honor you with it. So I go out and try to make other people happy, and it just works, you know? It's just fun.
You know, last time I talked to you, I said, how do you keep that $1 million smile going on, man?
It's just natural. I mean, why would I not smile? I get to hang out with you and all my car guys.
Oh, listen to this guy.
Everywhere I go, I hang out with. I mean, we're all car crazy.
That's right. That's right.
Car guys are the best guys in the world. I mean, the guys and gals, we're all car guys. I'm a better person. I have better friends because I'm a car guy, and we're all that way. I work with car guys all week long. I'm with car guys at car shows all weekend long. I mean, golly, God help me if I can't smile with the life I have.
How can you be so humble, Barry? After all these years, how can you stay so humble?
Well, I'm very proud of my humility, actually.
This guy, he got jokes too, guys.
It's not about being humble. It's just about having fun. You know, I really am so thankful to have the life that I have. You know, I came to the first SEMA show. I've been here all through the years. Actually, I was actually the precursor to the SEMA show in 1963. A guy named Noel Carpenter started a performance show in a small portion of the Disneyland Ballroom in Anaheim, California. Then he moved it over to the Anaheim Convention Center. Robert E. Peterson, Bob Peterson, Peterson Publishing and Museum and all that. He started another show. He came to Noel, bought out Noel. Noel, his idea was to come to Vegas, do it in Vegas. They agreed. They brought it here. But all those shows, I've been with this event all these years and watched the growth of that little bitty show to what it is today.
And you probably haven't changed a bit.
And I just sit there thinking, man, I've got to experience this. The car hobby happened in my lifetime. It started at the end of World War II when I was a youngster. I've watched the car hobby go from nothing to where it is. I've lived a great life, I think, in the greatest time in human history, you know? And so, man, I love it. I was born in a great family that loved God, and they've taught me who God is and that to honor Him first above everything.
See, that's where it comes from. That's why you're so humble, dude.
It's the joy of the Lord is my strength. I mean, seriously, I don't get preachy about it, but that is what I am. 50 years from now, it won't matter how many cards I have or how many car shows I went to. It just matters whether or not I know Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. So that's the essence of me. And then He gives me, you know, if you delight yourself in the Lord, He'll give you the desires of your heart. I love cars. I love being with car guys. And now
You got me, man.
I
You
get
got
to
me.
do
That's
it.
enough,
I get to
Barry.
do
That's
it.
enough. You got me, man.
You're the smile. You got the smile. I gotta start brushing better.
Listen to this guy. That's enough bread. That's enough butter on my bread, okay?
All right.
But tell me, man, your stress level. How is it?
Stress level. I have no stress.
No stress.
No, you trust the Lord with your whole heart. I mean, you can't worry and trust at the same time. You do one or the other. You can't do both. So I just trust. So
Okay.
I have no stress. Zero stress. I haven't stressed for years. Bad stuff happens to me, but when it happens, I just say, God, what are you up to now? I got another lesson to teach me,
Now-
and it just seems to work out that way.
A minute ago, you were telling a guy like me in the industry, the media guy, that you were in a coma.
Oh yeah, 5 years ago, in Pebble Beach, I went to Pebble with a virus. I picked it up in Australia while I was doing a TV show. My general health was fine, but this virus got a hold of me, and they could not identify the virus. By the time I got to Pebble, I was feeling it's actually starting to paralyze me in my shoulders and my arms. And so I went into this wonderful hospital. It's a community hospital of the Monterey Peninsula, like one of the top hospitals in the United States, fortunately. And within 8 minutes, they had me in a private room on oxygen, running tests. They didn't even know my name. And by that night, they said, we need to put you into a room and keep you for the night. I said, oh no, I got to be a Corso Italiano next morning at 9 o'clock. You don't understand. I'm a busy guy. I got stuff to do. They said, well, you got some fluid in your lung. Well, let's talk about that in the morning. So I thought I'd get up the next morning on Saturday. I didn't. And I knew I'd get out in time for Pebble Beach. I mean, I am going to Pebble Beach. Nothing's going to stop me from the Concours on Sunday. But it did, and by Monday night, they were talking, and they said, we can't save him. It just attacked all my organs, and I was a goner. If you ever want to be alone, be in ICU at night, the day nurse is gone, a night nurse has come on, you don't know. You just have the beeps and sounds, your family's gone home. If you want to get close to the Lord, that's the place to get close to the Lord, just you and God, But anyway, they finally decided to put me in a coma for 7 days to try to slow it down. They could not stop it.
What was it, Barry?
They never identified the virus.
Well,
They never did.
How did you escape that bullet?
Well, I tell you what, there was a message for me. I don't want to go off into that, but there was a message God had for me, and at that weakest moment, God really got my attention. I think that's what it was all about, and I've always tried to serve Him. But He had some extra things He wanted me to do. And I'm saying, yes, sir, I got your, you got my attention, and I've been working hard at that ever since. And the moment I had that peace with God of just saying, yes, I'm going to do that. The doctor came in the next night. He said, I can't explain it, but all your everything's normal. All your organs are normal. Your temperature's normal. There's nothing going. You're normal. You can leave. We can't understand it, but you can leave. They checked me out of the hospital.
So you had to get slowed down to receive the message.
Yeah. Clearly, I always go fast. I'm still going fast, but I need to have a little more balance to my life, and so I do feel like we're all in full-time ministry. We all are. We all should be more than selling car wax or cars or whatever. I need to be watching everybody around me and helping people, encouraging people, doing things for people. Let God love people through me. That's what He wants us to do, that not one person be lost. And when we focus on that, no matter what, I don't care if we're in a board meeting or with an investor or something's going wrong or, stuff goes wrong in life. But if I can remember it in the middle of it, there's people all around me that are hurting that I need to help, and I make that my highest priority. It's funny, He says, trust the Lord with your whole heart. And don't depend on your own intelligence. All your ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your path. He says He'll make everything in your life work together for good if you love Him. I didn't mean to get preachy. If you love Him and live for His purpose. And when you do that, then He says everything will work out, even the bad stuff. So even when I was in the hospital, it turned out great for me. I'm a better person.
But you know something, man? There's a message. There's a message that you just came across out of your mouth through the 5,000 listeners, and even me, Barry.
Oh.
And I understand that, and I'm here to accept that. Thank you. Thank you for lunch,
Well,
man. Thank you for lunch.
That's some spiritual food, right?
You're one of the great ones, and I have always said that. Even with that $1 million smile of yours, now I feel. Swear to God, listen, I feel more connected to you now because of that wisdom that just came out of you right now that was meant for me to hear. Well, and thank you very much.
We are brothers. We are brothers. I mean, we're all the same. God loves us all the same. I see somebody in distress, I got in a cab the other day, and this young black driver, he was out halfway out his window, yelling at a guy. Another taxi driver says, "I'm going to come back and cut you." Right? And so we drive off. I'm going to drive with this guy, right? And I always try to help people. So I said, "Why would you let that guy do that to you?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, he's a jerk." "Yeah, he's a jerk." I said, I agree. But why are you letting him make you a jerk? You're wanting to go back and cut him. I said, "Don't you know you're breaking God's heart?" He's, "What?" I said, "Don't you know that God loves you as much as he's ever loved anybody on the planet? Ever in the history of the world, he loves you that much?" "He does?" "Yeah, he gave you special talents. He has plans for you. You're going to break his heart. You go back and cut that guy, you go to jail, a bunch of witnesses. Well, that's going to work out well, right?" How about just throwing the hate aside? It's not worth it. I'm going to let that jerk make me into that. And and get close to God. You reach out to God, he'll get close to you. He'll put joy in you. He's got plans for you you can't even imagine. He says, "Wow." He gets out of the car. He was so handsome. I said, "Look at you. You're a handsome dude. Look at what God has given you. He's blessed you. You need to get on your knees and say, God, I want the life you want for me." He said, "I will do that. I will do that. I promise you. I'm not going to cut nobody ever again. I'm going to go home, and I am going to do that. And I'm going to pray, and I'm going to reach out to the guy." So if you reach out to him, he'll reach out to you. Because he loves you as much as he's ever loved anybody. And that's the message for all of us.
Thank you, Barry. They're calling you, and we're in between tags. I really appreciate it. Give me a hug.
I just have an interview
Thank you, man.
on Car Crazy TV, but that's not near
now he has my mic. It's all over with now. I might as well just go
now,
home.
Now, Joe, when would you first know that you were car crazy?
Years ago.
Check.
A little louder.
Check.
Thank you.
Check. Good. All right, here we are at SEMA MPMC Media Conference with manufacturers, distributors, and everything automotive. And I'm here with Dan, and I'm here with Andy of Livernois Engineering, right?
Livernois Motorsports and Engineering.
Motorsports and Engineering. All right, guys. So I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff here, but you got, what is it you don't do? Let's start with that.
All right, folks, so see how we do it. And I hope a lot of you have gotten the message out of Barry Maguire's mouth. I think was strong and instrumental. So without further ado, let's put on a MCMP file there, Carlos, and let's go from there. I believe it's the number 7. Yeah, MPMC. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we're having a great time.
Livernois Engineering, right?
Livernois Motorsports and Engineering.
Motorsports and Engineering. All right, guys. So I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff here, but you got, what is it you don't do? Let's start with that.
Well, what we do is we do domestic, pretty much I'd say 2,000 and newer vehicles, anywhere from tuning to cold air kits, bolt-ons, do some engine building, CNC cylinder heads, camshaft packages, a wide range of stuff, performance related for anything that's domestic that's 2,000 and newer. You can think that performance, we can do it.
Wow, that's interesting. Where are you guys located?
We're in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, about just outside Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, so you sell through distribution or you sell direct?
We do sell direct to the public. We have some distributors, but mostly our stuff is customer based.
So how do they get a hold of you?
Well, there's a couple ways. I mean, you can go online and do some shopping at LivernoisMotorsports.com. You can call in 313-561-5500. There's a wide ways to reach us.
Okay, you want to spell the website out for our listening audience?
Yep. Livernois Motorsports, MOTORSPORTS. LivernoisMotorsports.com.
.com. All right. You know, I'm looking over here at some of the things, and you put out gears for an oil pump?
We do. The Coyote Mustang engine, pretty much 2011 and newer, has trouble with oil pumps breaking and gears breaking, anything that's a higher horsepower than stock, or you add a supercharger, you change the harmonics. I hate to say detonation, but if you detonate them, that also can happen, causes a problem. But we're really known a lot in the industry for tuning. So a guy has a Mustang, Camaro, Corvette, Challenger, Charger, F-150, Silverado, Ram. You want to make more power, first thing you do, you buy the tuner from us. That's right on our website. They're $5.99. It's probably the biggest bang for the buck. It's the first thing everybody gets started with. Once you do that, you've got something that, if you do more stuff to your vehicle later on down the road, that thing can grow with you. And if you think that, hey, maybe it's just good enough, throw in a tune in it. You hate the way the throttle feels on your pickup, or hate the way the throttle feels on your Mustang or Camaro, we can fix that. You want a little better, more power, we can fix that. You want better gas mileage, we can help out as long as you're willing to keep your foot out of the throttle.
All right, so you're Dr. Dan, doctor of everything?
Never been referred to as doctor, but definitely Dan is good. We can help you out with performance rush.
All right, and now, Andy, what is it that you do? Are you a doctor of everything too?
I'm definitely not a doctor either, but I do oversee all the vehicle operations at Livernois Motorsports. So all the installation, chassis dyno services, all funneled through sort of my overview of the facility. So some of the product development and testing, I oversee that as well. But manage the shop basically, keep everything moving the way it's supposed to move.
So you're Mr. Get Her Done, huh?
Most of the time, absolutely. That is the goal.
All right. So how long have you guys been around?
Basically, right around 99, 2000 is right when Livernois Motorsports started getting its the jump-off point. So, a good number of years now.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of experience. And I guess you guys are enthusiasts yourself.
Absolutely. I don't think anybody wants to be in the performance world if they don't love performance cars.
Right on. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more opportunity here, Andy. You want to tell the people how to get in touch with you? Do you have a toll-free that you can throw in on top of it?
No toll-free, just the 313-561-5500 or livernoismotorsports.com. Of course, we're on social media, Instagram, Facebook as well. If you're out there looking for us, you can find us.
All right, so hit Google and see what comes up, right?
Absolutely. There's definitely a lot of good information about us and, of course, our website and ways to reach us.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to tell the people out there? What's your latest product?
Our latest and newest stuff, really, we do EcoBoost forward, upgraded fuel pumps for those people making a lot more power with those applications. Also have a lot of new products for the Hellcat, equipped Charger and Challengers as well. So we're doing a lot of work with those.
Oh, 714 horsepower isn't good enough?
914 wouldn't be enough, but we definitely have ways to get those things moving faster than a demon.
Well, that sounds righteous. Okay, anything else that you want to tell the folks before we check out?
Definitely hit us up for all your late model GM, Ford, and Chrysler stuff, from engines to components to installation, tuning, the whole bit. We offer it all.
All right. Hey, guys, thanks a lot, and stay fast.
All right, folks. And, that was one of our correspondents, Larry, and I was able to take him with me on the MPMC and let him run his chops for that event. I'm going to show you, let's see here. This is the model that I got to show you this, and it's like the model of the month for us. Watch this, guys. Isn't she beautiful? Look at the legs on her. She is absolutely stunning. I believe her name is Delara Okay, and so you models out there, you guys that have girlfriends that look this hot, you know, we're streaming right now into 190 countries. Okay, so now that image that I have on my show of this gorgeous young woman is going all over the planet. All right. So just like your cars, man, you know, it's all eye candy. I'm going to reach out to this woman, and hopefully I can have we can have a 3 minute or 4 minute conversation about what she's doing currently. You know, here in the States. And if she has a website, maybe she's doing it professionally. I don't know if she's going from small venues to other small venues, but nevertheless, hey man, this is what we do. We help our community, all right? We really do. And next week, I'm going to put on that Mustang, the silver Mustang with a young man, and I'll reach out to him, see if I can get him on the line so you can see what his car looks like, and you can hear from him. So, and this is how we do it. This is all in the family of Gotcha Racing TV, Gotcha Racing Live. And we really love what we do. So, I'm going to take you on a visual journey. You know, we were at the NASCAR event and the Mint 400 in Fontana, California. So, I'm going to put on some photos that we shot. We meaning myself and my photographer, who's been with me for since day one. Actually, that's my son, and he does absolutely beautiful work. His name is Seth. Absolutely beautiful work. So let's see if we can put this on, and let's see if I can make it go to the next one. Let's see what we got here. There we go. So see, these are drivers, man. These are young cats, you know. These guys are like in their 20s, and they all want that prize. This is Farmer John. This is the black driver in NASCAR. So NASCAR is changing. You know, they are changing. They want that money. I don't blame them at all. So I don't know if you know these guys are the Amigos, but isn't that a great shot right there? So this is the lineup, how it looks. Look at that. They are fully vetted with all kind of safety gear, and a 200-mile crash. Now they can walk away. Look at the harness behind that helmet. These guys, it's no joke nowadays. 200 miles an hour, and they can walk away. Absolutely great. You know, things have changed since Dale Hart Sr. What happened to him on the track? They've changed. That's that Woody that is AAA Speedway has. And this is going around the track. Number 78 really held it down for that whole afternoon on Sunday. And I tell you, there's nothing as great as seeing these cars travel at 200 miles an hour with all that noise. And when the pit areas, oh my God, to see them come in for a 4-second pit stop, you know, and see the gas, the lollipop guys, everybody's working as a team, tire on, tire off. It's incredible to see that kind of work, and that's why I like NASCAR. You know, I know that people say that's a Billy Bob sport, but I think they're opening up. You know, now they have the Latinos coming in, they got the blacks coming in. Hey man, make that money and be entertaining for everybody. You know, so that's cool. I really appreciate these guys at the office, the head office at NASCAR, trying to reach out and give the people what they want. As their old rebel flag, you know, you'll probably always see that rascal hanging around. But nevertheless, and this is our view. This is what we see when we go to the track. So I'm trying to bring it to you live and personal and show you what we see when we're at the tracks. Okay? So hope you guys appreciate that visualization of what NASCAR is all about. Hey, this is Joe Britt, and this is our weekend, Easter weekend. I want to I appreciate you guys for hanging with us for the last hour or so. We're here every Saturday, doing what we do, running our mouths, and bringing the world to you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is Joe Britt, Gotcha Racing. Have a successful tomorrow. Have a successful week. And come back to us next Saturday so we can shoot the crap again. Take care.
Final Four time. This is Maria Marino. The NCAA men's basketball tournament continues tonight at 6:09 Eastern. It's number 11.